Here I am back giving you a companion video to the Lunar Phases simulator. Some of you can access it. It's great if you can. It's kind of more fun to play with if somebody else is doing it. And if you're doing it, then when somebody else is doing it. But I'm going to I can't help look at myself in the corner. It's kind of weird. I'll try not to look at myself in the corner. So here we go. First part of Lunar Phases Lab is our phase sequence. Up on the right-hand side, I got a little drop-down menu. Starting at the new moon. The new moon says it is 0% illuminated. The side doesn't matter. And it's been 0 days since the new moon. That makes lots of sense because it is the new moon. All right, we go to waxing crescent. All right, so the waxing crescent is the next phase. It's illumination. I keep pointing at things, and you can't see me pointing at things. I've got to get over that. 14.6%. And it is, what side of the moon is illuminated? It is the right side. And then it is 3 days, 16 hours from the new moon. Okay, and that is all. I keep pointing again. I gotta stop pointing. It's all right there. You can see in the corner. I'm going to continue. Our first quarter, also known as a waxing quarter, by the way. All right, we consider that looks like a half moon, but if you actually were to look at the whole thing, it would actually only be a quarter of the moon visible. But it's, of course, it says 50% illuminated. That 50% is the percent that's looking at us. Again, we're at the right side, and it's been 7 days, 9 hours. Oops, jumped too far. Waxing gibbous. It is 85.4% illuminated, at least from what we can see. Again, the right side, and it is 11 days and 1 hour. So what I'm trying to do is I'm going to write it down at the same time just to give myself a little bit of pace so I know how long something's going to take for you all. All right, full moon is already filled in for you. There it is. Okay, opposite side, full moon. Waning gibbous. It's the next one. Waning means to get lower. 85.4%. And now what side? Oh, left. So our left side is lit. And it's been 18 days, 10 hours since the new moon. Third quarter, or waning quarter. That is 50%. It is the left side. And it has been 22 days, 3 hours since the last new moon. And then waning crescent. It is 14.6%. Again, left side. And at 25 days, 19 hours. All right, so those are your lunar phases and your phase sequence. Right side waxing, left side waning. I have a way to remember that, but it's kind of hard to do when you're not in front of you, so I'll try some other ways. All righty, got to turn my page here. Sorry it takes so long, but they're sticking together on me. Okay, next part. All right. Where does the moon get its light from? You should be able to answer that. Why does the light from the moon switch sides? You should be able to figure that out. Part 2, under the diagram options, click on Show Lunar Landmark, and it puts a stake on the moon. All right, if you look, there it is. There it's on that, and that's that thing looking right there. Okay, so we're going to start the animation and watch the moon orbit the Earth and the Earth rotate on its axis. So if you want to speed this up, which I will because I don't want to take the time to do that as much, I'm going to speed it up. The little guy in the Earth is getting really, really dizzy. But I want you to take a look at the stake on the moon, the little pink thing, and what that means with regards to the moon's rotation as it's revolving around the Earth. Okay, that's what I want you to look at in that situation. What's going on with regards to that stake as it orbits the Earth and where it's constantly pointing, hint, hint. Okay, Pausing animation. Boom. That should be able to have you answer those questions. Now, part-time and visibility. So we're going to look here. We're going to add, we're going to take the lunar landmark off. We're going to put these tick marks on. And the cool thing we can do on this is we can do two things. One, we can drag this around, okay? And two, we can grab this dude and drag him around and make the Earth rotate on its axis. Now, we're going to start with the waxing quarter, which is, or first quarter, same thing. Okay, so I just dropped my pen. Hold on. There we go. Okay, so now I'm going to rotate this guy to noon. So at noon, can we see the waxing quarter? Is that a yes or a no? Yes, we can see it because there's what we would see at this time. It's over here. Okay, and at this point in time at noon, the waxing quarter actually rising. If you look over here, you can kind of see that that's the rising part. So I'm going to move the guy to sunset. Okay, sunset. At sunset, can you see the waxing quarter? Yes, it is directly overhead. You'll see it over here on this side in the horizon diagram. I'm going to move to midnight. There's midnight. Can you see the waxing quarter? Yes, you can, because you still have the ability to see it. It's right at the horizon. It's setting at that point in time. I'm going to rotate this here to sunrise. Can you see the waxing quarter at sunrise? The answer there is no. Why? Because the Earth is between that and the moon. Okay, so it's right there. All right, so that's the waxing quarter. Showed you how to do it, or first quarter. We're going to look at a couple different illustrations for this, just to get the idea. Okay. This is why you can see the moon during the day, by the way. So I'm going to go here to waxing gibbous. Okay. Can you see it at noon? Can you see it at sunset? Can you see it at midnight? Can you see it? There we go. At sunrise. That's the waxing gibbous. Okay. Now I'm going to do the waning gibbous. Not the full moon. Waning gibbous. So we'll start at noon again. Sunset. Midnight. And sunrise. Again, focusing on if the moon's above the horizon over here. Okay. Okay. And that's that. And now the waning crescent. Okay, so we'll start at noon again. Noon. Can you see the waning crescent at noon? How about sunset? Midnight. And sunrise. All right, so there is your companion video for the Lunar Phases Lab. So if you can't see it on there, now you have all of the video evidence to finish and complete the lab. Okay, so do your best. Hope you're all well, and until next time.